This is the card I'll be showing you how to make. It's highlighting the Fine Art Floral Suite. And here's the Art Gallery stamp set and the Floral Gallery dies that we'll be using also. But the DSP is absolutely gorgeous, and the combo of this suite is just very, very nicely done and very pretty. So first off, I'm going to show you how I got the flower. So I grabbed a Whisper White scrap piece of paper, and I took Poppy Parade and Flirty Flamingo ink here. Now, the stamp set comes with like a two-step stamp, but I'm going to be using the top one for the Gilded leafing and the heat and stick powder to add some gold highlights. So I wanted kind of a two-tone look like the DSP, the absolutely gorgeous DSP has, and kind of keep with the same look. So I'm going to show you a really fun technique. It's called the rock and roll technique. So you're going to ink up in the lighter ink, which is the Flirty Flamingo, and then you are going to take the darker ink, which is Poppy Parade, and you are just going to rock your stamp in the darker ink and then stamp that down on your paper. So you can kind of see this just gives a nice two-toned look to it. After you do that, we're going to grab some Versamark here and the top part of the stamp, the two-tone stamp, some heat and stick powder here, and then also I'm going to grab the Gilded leafing. This stuff is awesome, awesome, awesome. Definitely have enjoyed playing with it. I like to keep mine just in a bowl, a container, so it just kind of stays a little bit more confined and in one place. But you're going to ink up your stamp in Versamark and then stamp that right on top of your image. And then we will cover it with some heat and stick powder. Just shake right off here. And grab your heat tool, and we will heat this and then directly immediately put the Gilded leafing on top. And then immediately you're just going to take the leafing and just kind of lay it on top and make sure that it's all covered. Kind of rub your fingers on top of it here. And then I like to take one of the Stampin' sponges and just kind of rub over it, and it just kind of knocks off all the excess pieces that did not take to or did not adhere to the flower stamp. So you just shake off the excess, and that's what you will end up with. Absolutely gorgeous, very, very pretty. Next, we will stamp our leaf here on another scrap of Whisper White. I'm using the Old Olive ink here. Just ink that up here, like so. And then we will grab the die cutting platform here and run this through the die cutting machine. So you have your base platform, the number 1, number 2, the first plexiglass plate, which would be number 3. You will place your leaf here and your flower. And then I'm going to grab the dies from the Floral Gallery die set here. And we are just going to place those right on top. You can also use some Post-it notes to kind of hold them in place while you run them through, if you need to. Then grab your second plexiglass plate, number 3, place that on top, and you'll run that through the die cutting machine. And when you finish, you'll end up with your 2 pieces like this. So I will take a little bit of glue and place it on the very tip of the stem here. And then I'll take the flower, and I'm going to put the petals right underneath this, the higher leaf that's kind of bumping into things, like so. And then we will just add some dimensionals to the back of the flower. And we can take off the backs like so. And then I have taken Golden Garden Designer Specialty Acetate. This stuff is very, very pretty, and it's very pretty to overlay on the matching DSP. I also added a little a knot here using the Golden Garden or the Fine Art ribbon, 3/8 ribbon. It's kind of a neutral gold flecked little 3/8 inch ribbon here, and I've just tied it around the acetate there. But you're going to take your flower that we just assembled and kind of stick it right down in there like so, and then we are going to grab some scrap Flirty Flamingo here and take your Poppy Parade ink, and I grabbed the Best Wishes stamp out of the Art Gallery stamp set, and we'll just ink up and stamp that there. And then I took this little fun scalloped label out of the dies, and we will run that through the die cutting machine. So grab your platform here. So you'll layer the number 1, number 2, number 3 plexiglass plates. Lay your paper and your die like so, and then your second plexiglass plate, number 3, on top. Run that through the Big Shot, and then you should end up with something like this. Super, super pretty. We'll take off the dimensional backs, and then you can apply that right over top of your flower, like so. Now, we'll set this front piece aside, and I will show you how I next got this gold border all the way around the card. Super cool technique, super fun. So you'll take a 5.5 by 8.5 sheet of Flirty Flamingo, and we will fold it in half. Next, you will take your tear and tape, and we are going to line this entire card edge with tear and tape. All right, so once we've done that, you can cut off any excess hanging tear and tape here. And then we will go to taking off the paper to the tear and tape. Okay, so once you do that, grab your gilded leafing. Woo, we have a piece trying to get out. Hold up there. And then I like to use all the little excess pieces in the bottom of my bowl, and I am just going to rub right on top there and just keep picking up some and rubbing it across my card here. And that will just like pick up the excess sticky and adhere it very nicely onto the little strip here we've created with the tear and tape. Now you can also get some more, just kind of rub it on there, brush it off with your sponge here. So this is what you should have when you finish. Super, super pretty. And all we're going to do is take a 4 by 5.25 inch piece of the DSP and just add some glue to the back of it. Pop that down on your card base. And then take the card front that we just did here. And I just added some glue behind the flower where nobody's gonna see, and just adhered that right on the front of the card. So there we have it, a super, super pretty card, kind of highlighting the Fine Art Floral Suite along with some of the gilded leafing. So I hope you enjoyed. Join me next time. Thanks.